Ahoy, mateys! It's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net, and today we're gonna plunder and pillage and battle, and that's just dealing with the crowds in Fantasyland. While we're on our way to Adventureland to uncover tips and secrets as AllEars rides Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean opened in Walt Disney World on December 15th, 1973, and it's one of those classic Walt Disney attractions that should not be missed. Disney attractions have always been the best at taking you to another time and place, and Pirates of the Caribbean does an incredible job taking us back in time to the West Indies of the 1700s, when Spain brought gold from the New World back home, and pirates ruled the waters. As you enter the attraction, the walkway to the boats is long and winding with low lighting, which makes it a great attraction when it's hot outside since most of the queue is indoors. And the theming in the queue area is truly first class. Now, that being said, the first time we hit this attraction with our kids, the theming and long queue totally spooked my 4-year-old, and we wound up having to actually skip the ride. Originally, the Imagineers thought Pirates of the Caribbean wouldn't be popular at Walt Disney World because, well, it's too close to the actual Caribbean. Plus, there were already lots of hokey pirate-themed tourist attractions in the area. Therefore, even though Pirates debuted in Disneyland in 1967, it was missing from the Magic Kingdom when it opened in 1971. In the original design, the Imagineers created cartoon characters of the pirates, but after the impact that Disney's animatronic of Abe Lincoln had on the public, Walt became a die-hard believer in creating real animatronic pirates. Walt himself cast and staged the animatronic performers by hiring 120 actors to serve as models. The Imagineers filmed the models acting out their scenes to use as a reference, and they even took plaster casts of the models to design the animatronic characters. Lines can get pretty long during the busy season, so if you're traveling over a holiday, Fast Pass is definitely recommended. But if you hit this one early in the day, you shouldn't have too long of a wait. The boats can seat about 30 people with up to 5 guests per row. Guests needing assistance will need to transfer to a wheelchair and then into the boat. There is no wheelchair accessible ride vehicle for this attraction, and you will need to step down to get into the boat. At the unload area, there is an elevator for wheelchair guests or those unable to use the inclined moving walkway. While the ride is really family friendly, there are a few things that you should be aware of if you have little ones. First, the ride is dark, as in low lighting. Second, the ride is dark, as in some dark imagery in the form of skeletons and even a burning town. When the ride first starts, you'll see a few skeletons, which might scare some kids, but Disney is pretty good about balancing those images with humorous elements, like that seagull on the skeleton's head. So that's where you're going to want to focus their attention. There's some strobing effects on the skeleton to the right of the boat, and a big flash before the drop. Smile, there goes your PhotoPass photo. There's a small drop, about 14 feet at the beginning of the ride. The waterfall may be 52 feet long, but the actual drop is only 14 feet. The ride is 8.5 minutes, and it's over way too quickly. Within those 8.5 minutes, there's lots to see with 125 audio animatronic figures, including 65 pirates and villagers and 60 animals and birds.
Where be Captain Jack Sparrow? Speak up! Or do you fancy a swim with me and George?
As of March 2018, Disney Imagineers have updated a famous scene in the Pirates of the Caribbean during its latest refurbishment. The well-known redhead, who was on auction as part of the attraction's Mercado scene, has now switched sides to become a pirate named Red, who has just pillaged the town's rum supply and has something to say about it.
Hey there, you real brat!
Oh, quit your clucking! The gentlemen want the rum! Don't ya, boys?
In the late 1950s, Walt Disney introduced the concept of a pirate adventure to his staff at Walt Disney Imagineering. Like so many of his other ideas, it was far ahead of the current technology needed to achieve the desired effects. It was not until the mid-1960s that the show moved closer to reality. Pirates of the Caribbean opened in Disneyland Parks in New Orleans Square in February of 1967. Disney Imagineers created a device called a smellicizer that basically pumps odors into the air, which makes the immersion into a land even more exciting as it hits more of our senses. In this attraction, you mostly notice it when the town is burning. Special effects master Yale Gracie created the attraction's fire scene that was so realistic at the time, the city of Anaheim didn't want to approve it at first. They were afraid people would panic, and they had to convince the city it wasn't real. The flat-bottom boats are propelled by jets of water. Lift pumps in the staging area create a current that carries the boats through the channel. There are 4 cannons on the roof of the attraction and 15 on the inside. They were all manufactured by Walt Disney Imagineering, also known as WDI. Hidden in their designs, Disney Imagineers often pay homage to those who have worked really hard on the attractions. If you look on the stone wall above the treasure room, you'll see a coat of arms. On the crest are various chess pieces, and below it reads the family name Marco DeViso, as in Mark Davis, an Imagineer who designed characters for many Disneyland rides and show animatronics. Now, the reference to the chess pieces is that Mark was an avid chess player. Back in the actual queue of this ride, if you look down into a certain jail cell, you'll see 2 skeleton pirates contemplating their next move in a game of chess. But Mark Davis designed the game as a stalemate, leaving the pirates to ponder that next move for eternity. Oftentimes, the boats get a little backed up and may bump into each other. They're moving slow, so it's not too intense, but it can be surprising if you're not expecting it. During Mickey's Not-So-Scary Halloween Party and the Villains After Hours event, live pirates join the attraction. Oh, and look, there's a gift shop. I kind of want that. Oh, and that. And that. Okay, let's just move on. So after giving the attendant in the gift shop the rest of the gold that you have in your wallet, on your way out of the gift shop, take a look at the vases and decor on the high shelves overlooking the store. On the right-hand side, you'll see a maroon double-handled vase with an odd coin stuck to the front. Look familiar? It's actually a piece used in the film Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. You'll also find some of the best, cleanest, and least crowded bathrooms in Magic Kingdom just past the gift shop. This is pretty exciting, right? Now, if you just can't get enough pirate stuff, Jack Sparrow himself can be found in these parts recruiting young'uns for pirate training in Captain Jack Sparrow's Pirate Tutorial. Children participating in the show will be photographed by a PhotoPass photographer. Near the entrance of this attraction, you'll also spot the entrance to the Pirates League. That's a shop that allows you and your kids to get a pirate makeover. Once you've fully transformed, you will enter the secret room where your pirate portrait is taken for posterity, and the pirate masters reveal their hidden treasure. What was that hidden treasure? I want to know! Tell us in the comments. And what was your first experience like? Does it still take you back to your childhood? And what did your kids think? Hey, be sure to visit AllEars.net where you can read other reviews, or better yet, you yourself can rate and review this ride. Your reviews can help a lot of people have a better vacation experience. Hey, if you like this video, click on that thumbs up and be sure to stay tuned to AllEars TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news, fun, and stuff. Follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. Want more ride videos? Check them out right here. And please subscribe to AllEars.net and clang the little notification bell so you immediately get notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for AllEars TV. See you next time.